Hi, Freya. How are you doing? I just wanted to message you about a question I had. What was your intention to do what you did at my mother's funeral today? I think it was a little crazy of you to do something like that, especially when someone just passed away. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was a little harsh what I did, but was that actually your mother's funeral? I thought that if a beautiful woman like me appeared in a wedding dress, then everyone would have had a big smile on their face. Since your mother was so bitter when she was alive, wasn't she? I just thought that I would bring some joy to the event. I suppose you don't even realize what kind of terrible thing you've done. You've made a complete mockery out of my mother's funeral. What are you on about? Like you can talk, Stephanie. You were the one who did something terrible first. I just reciprocated. What the heck are you talking about, Freya? I haven't done anything to you. I just think it's crazy that someone who was in such a lower class than me in middle and high school would be able to get married before I do. It doesn't make any sense. And then you had to go and ruin my family by marrying my older brother. Why did it have to be him? There were plenty of other men in our school. Now you're my sister-in-law, and it's just ridiculous. You're the worst person on this planet for my brother and this family. What's brought all this on, Freya? What's your problem with me? Whenever I do anything or say anything, you always have something horrible to say back to me. So because of how you feel towards me, you go and do what you did at my mother's funeral to get back at me? Is that it? Because of how you feel towards me? You're just the worst, Freya. You're incredibly annoying. I want you to get a divorce from my brother immediately. You don't deserve to be with him. He deserves someone who's beautiful and smart. Do you seriously think I'm going to do what you say? Do you want to see how I see this? It's been over 10 years since we graduated high school and we're adults now, but this is going too far. You need to move on, Freya. You're dragging everything up from how we were in high school and relating it back to then. This isn't high school anymore, Freya. Stop being so annoying. What? Excuse me? You think you can talk to me like that? Don't you dare talk back to me like that. You're so vindictive. I've apologized to you and you're still complaining about things I didn't mean to do. You're so scary, you know that? I'll tell my brother to scold you later about how you're treating me. I'm your sister-in-law and you can't treat me this way. Don't you get it? Your brother is also angry at you for wearing your wedding dress to my mother's funeral. Don't you understand what funeral attire is? Huh? Why would he be angry at me for that? I'm his beautiful little sister. How can one get angry at a beautiful woman in a wedding dress? Seriously? Don't you understand how crazy it is to show up in a wedding dress at a funeral? Are you mad? No, as a beautiful woman like myself is special and I can do what I want. There's no way my brother will stay angry at me for long. You should be feeling grateful as I added flowers to such a bitter atmosphere. Don't twist this around on me. It's not my fault you ruined my mother's funeral. I have a different stance on this. Well, that's obvious now, isn't it? I'm allowed to wear whatever I want to whatever event is being held. I can see I'm not getting anywhere with this. Don't even think about complaining about things when I get my revenge on you sometime. Do you really think you'll be able to perform a counterattack to what I did at your stupid mother's funeral? I would love to see you try. I don't care if you take it that way. I'm just warning you for the time being. Wow, I'm shaking in my little boots. I guess I'll sit and wait patiently for your revenge plan to be put into practice.
Hey, Stephanie. I just wanted to apologize about what happened today. It shouldn't have gone that way at all. How are you feeling right now? Are you okay? I really can't believe what happened today. I don't know what came over my sister.
Oh, hello, Alex. Well, of course all of my extended relatives are extremely angry about what happened. I know that you went to your parents' house to protest about what Freya did, so I would like to see how it all unfolds.
Oh, yes. They were super mad at the end of the funeral. Yeah, let's see how this all goes down.
How are you doing? Have you been in touch with Freya about what she did? How do you feel about her wearing a wedding dress to the funeral?
Yeah, what she did was really messed up. I don't know what her intentions are, to be honest.
It was quite messed up, yes. I agree with you.
I should have gone over to my parents' house immediately after it all and told them how she shamed everyone. My parents know what she's like, so we're all scolding her right now. She's not even listening to anything I'm trying to tell her, and she's just to me like, oh, my poor brother and his struggles. She's ignoring what she's done.
Oh, I see. Well, that's not great at all. She just thinks she can get away with anything and everything.
Anyways, I'll go back home in a while. My head's spinning so much from the conversations going around and around in circles. I'm getting nowhere with this. If I stay at my parents' house, Freya's gonna think that I'm on her side of things when I'm not. Do you think that she's thinking about that?
I don't know, Alex. Look, I'm getting tired. It's been a long day. I just want to rest and forget what happened today.
I'm really sorry. I don't think I've been very helpful at all.
No, it's okay. It's been a weird and frustrating day. Take care getting home. Oh, Stephanie, we need to talk. You're not going to believe what's just happened. I'm getting married. Oh, is that so? I guess that's good news. Congratulations on the proposal. You've got no choice but to come to my wedding, right? You're my brother's wife, of course, so there's no way you can refuse the invite. Well, I need to know the time and date of the ceremony first to make sure it doesn't clash with other things I'm doing. Even if you had plans on the day of my wedding, you would need to move them and prioritize my event. So, the decision has been made for you. You're coming to my wedding and that's final. You've got to be kidding me, right? Freya, when and what time is the wedding? How am I supposed to know where to go? Hey, Alex. Sorry I haven't gotten back to you. I'm on a business trip. Are you still at work right now?
I'm just on my break right now, so it's okay to talk. What's going on?
Did you hear the news about Freya getting married? I can't believe she just messaged me that. I had absolutely no idea that she was seeing somebody.
Huh? What are you talking about? Are you for real? No, I haven't heard anything. I've heard that she has a boyfriend that she wants to marry, but I haven't actually heard they're actually thinking about marriage.
I just heard from her before. She messaged me and said she's getting married, just out of the blue, really.
Oh, really? She made the effort to message you about it?
Yeah, weird, right? I was also asked to attend the wedding, so I asked when the wedding was going to be and what time, but she didn't tell me. Even if I were to have plans that day, she said that I needed to prioritize her wedding before anything else. After that conversation, I still know nothing more apart from that she's getting married.
What the heck is going on with my sister? I know she's been acting up, but never this bad.
I guess nothing has been decided yet as to how she needs to be punished for what she's done to my family?
No, not yet. I haven't received any announcements from her or anyone, so I haven't made a decision about her wedding at this point.
Right, that's fair. What the heck are you going to do about this?
Actually, I was thinking of talking to you about it when I get home today. My parents, they haven't talked to Freya since what's happened at your mother's funeral. Neither have I, for that matter.
What? They haven't even approached her about what she did.
I guess it's like the Cold War with everyone under the same roof. They won't forgive her unless she apologized to you about what she did at your mother's funeral.
Oh, I see what you mean. She literally has no remorse. I don't get how she turned out like this when the rest of your family is so sweet and kind.
Yeah, it's a bit messed up for sure. Freya isn't showing any remorse towards what she did, so it seems that my father has something in mind for her. I was wondering if you could have a snoop around with what's going on. If that's alright with you.
Yeah, of course. That's not a problem. I'll see what I can find out. Hey, Stephanie, what the heck are you up to? You need to hurry up and get here right now. I gave you an order to prioritize my wedding even if you had other business to attend to. And my older brother and my parents haven't come yet either. I never expected you to get involved in my business. You're such a terrible person. Huh? Freya, what are you talking about? Are you talking about your wedding ceremony? Is it happening already? Anyway, enough chit-chat. Get over here so you can come and see my wedding. I can't come. I'm still grieving the loss of my mother, and it's been about 2 months today since her funeral. And so what? You can grieve anytime you want. I wanted to hold the wedding on the day that him and I met. What's so wrong with that? No matter which way you look at it, my wedding should be the top priority. In fact, on such a wonderful day like this, it would be outrageous to hold a memorial for a bitter mother that you had. Okay, now hold up just a minute. You can't just talk to me like that. Plus, on top of that, this is the first time of hearing about your wedding being held today. Alex and your parents also say it's their first time hearing about this. But I posted it on Instagram. We're having the wedding at a cafe that my fiance's friend runs. We don't even use Instagram, so how are we supposed to know? How do you not have Instagram? Everyone has some type of social media presence these days. Well, I guess that's not important right now. Just get over here so you can see me get married. Are you kidding me? I guess we just finished up over here, so I guess I'm available now. Maybe I can come. But I should probably change my clothes because what I'm in isn't the most appropriate. Oh my god, why are you stalling, Stephanie? If you went and changed your clothes, my wedding would be all over. Oh, right. Some of your extended family just got here. They even arrived before you did. Oh, they're at the ceremony already. That's surprising. How many of them are there? There should be about 12 people. I guess there's quite a few people in your family, huh? So many of them are here. Okay, now you really need to get over here. I've invited you, so you have no choice but to show up. Huh? I wonder what all my family are doing there. Is it okay for that many people just to show up to your wedding if it's in such a small venue? It's a restaurant wedding, so it's a buffet style. There's plenty of food for everyone. The cafe is in the white building next to the south exit of Grand Central Station. Well, if that's the case, then shouldn't I get changed? Are you not reading my message properly or something? There's no need for you to get changed for family and the bride. Just come in what you're wearing. Just hurry up and get over here so you can celebrate my wedding with everyone else who's here. Is this really a good idea? We are just coming from mourning my mother, so shouldn't I change my clothes? What did I just say to you, Stephanie? Just get over here so you can see me walk down the aisle. Okay, fine. I'll head over there now. You just wanted to ask the proper questions before making any moves. So please don't complain about what I'm going to show up in, okay? It's fine. Just get over here. You're seriously so slow. Why did you come to my wedding looking so chic and cool? Why would you attend a wedding in all black clothing? God, it's like mourning clothes. And my parents and brother, what the heck are you all playing at? You're the one who said that there's no need for me to get changed for family and the bride, that I can just show up in anything I want. I didn't even know what you meant by that. Are you insane or something? You can't show up to a happy event like that. Then why didn't you tell me that I needed to get changed? I did say that I was still in mourning because of the death of my mother. Why didn't you pay attention to that? You can imagine what I would be wearing, right? I asked you repeatedly if I should get changed, and you insisted that I come to your wedding dressed how I was. But I didn't know that you'd actually dress like you did. Well, there's no way you could have predicted that, I guess. Do you really think that holding a wedding on the same day as my mother's memorial was a good idea? I'm sure you knew when it was happening. I did, but I thought all of you would have chosen to come to my wedding over everything else. Well, if you think that, then I think that's a bit weird, to be honest, considering my mother just passed away. I mean, you're the kind of person who would show up to a funeral in a wedding dress, so it totally makes sense why you would think the world revolves around you. But I didn't think that you'd show up in that getup you had on. Ugh. You can't just turn this around on me.
Freya, are you there? We need to talk. Immediately. It's important.
Oh, hello, Alex. I guess we can talk.
I just saw the messages that you were sending to my wife.
Huh? What are you talking about? What messages? I didn't say anything remotely horrible to her.
Oh, come on, Freya. Why are you acting like this? Can you seriously just cut the crap? Above any and everything else you've done, what you did to my wife Stephanie was just insulting. Do you even understand your actions at Mom's funeral?
But I don't think it was that bad. I was so upset because in high school she took away my favorite teacher from me.
Your favorite teacher? What are you even talking about, Freya?
My PE teacher, Mr. Wright. You went to the same high school as me. You know what teacher I'm talking about, right? When I was in my first year of high school, I fell in love with him at first sight. I thought I told you this. But he didn't accept my advances, so I was depressed from being dumped. On top of that, I saw him with Stephanie outside of school, and it looked like they were getting up close and personal. He was being way too friendly with her just to be a teacher and student relationship.
Are you kidding me with this high school crap again, Freya?
She was definitely going out with him. I just know it. She has that type of pattern that screws me over.
Mr. Wright is Stephanie's uncle. Do you not pay attention to what goes on around you, Freya?
Are you for real? He's her uncle?
If you want to be more specific about it, he's the younger brother of Stephanie's mother who just passed away.
What? No way. Are you kidding me right now?
When Stephanie was in high school, I heard that he was living with her and her mother. He's now currently living overseas, so that's why he had to come back to the States to attend the funeral for Stephanie's mom. I heard that he had no choice but to miss her memorial service because his wife, whom he just got married to, is about 9 months pregnant. As for you, you made a complete mess of the funeral, Freya. Even though you were one of his students, he'll never forgive you and went back home.
But this can't be. Mr. Wright is Stephanie's uncle? So her mother's brother... No way, that can't be right, can it?
You've misunderstood everything from the beginning of this whole mess. I'm so embarrassed to have someone like you as a sister.
But, Alex, you can just say something like that. I'm still your little sister, right?
You didn't even tell Mom and Dad about the wedding. How could you?
But I put a post on Instagram about it. If I just did that, then it would be enough for people to see.
Are you serious? Our parents, Stephanie, and I don't have Instagram, Freya.
How do you not have Instagram when everything is online?
Freya, even if we had accounts, we still wouldn't get the memo about all the details. I'm honestly too stunned to say anything.
But Alex, I posted about it on my account. I don't know what else to tell you. You should have all accounts.
Wow. There's literally no sign of remorse from you. Freya, it's like you've done nothing wrong.
What? How have I done wrong? I don't get what you mean.
I'm just gonna give all of your responses to Dad, and he can deal with you about the things you've done.
Huh? But why do you need to do that? I haven't done anything.
Stephanie and I want nothing to do with you anymore. You've caused way too much pain and heartache to everyone involved in the situation. I hereby am cutting all contact with you. Don't even think about approaching me ever again.
I don't understand. Why would you want to do that? It was just a wedding dress, though. It's not that big of a deal. Alex, you can't just do this to me. You're my brother. You can't just cut me out of your life. Blood is thicker than water, you know. Two weeks later, Freya called off her engagement to her man. Apparently, they were actually planning to register their marriage after the wedding took place. A fuss was made about people showing up in mourning clothes, and I didn't tell my relatives about not showing up like that. The fiancé started having doubts, so he talked to the relatives who were surrounding them. In the process, he discovered that the wedding dress Freya wore to my mother's funeral was the same one she wore on her wedding day. In fact, it was a one-of-a-kind dress that her fiancé picked out for her, and it was the deciding factor in calling off the engagement as she brought shame to the dress. At the same time, it seems that Freya was sent to a nunnery in the mountains. It was all part of her father's trick. He said that it'll keep her head on straight and she'll do some training on how to behave. He said she would probably be there for the rest of her life. Thank you for watching.
These are the source files for this day, boss. I have made sure that the project stays on track and our milestones do not get missed. There will be no need for you to take care of these things anymore. Not that there will be a project to take care of anyways. We lost the gig. They called and cancelled the project.
What? How? It can't be. Everything was progressing according to the given plan. I even briefed the client just yesterday about all the milestones. Not to mention, they seem to be pretty happy with everything.
Oh yeah? Riddle me this then. Why did they not only cancel this project, but ended their entire business with us right after you briefed them about everything so well? Why can an old client just close down all the deals with us if everything was going all right from our end? How am I suddenly sitting in my office without any business or even a single small project whatsoever?
I don't understand, sir. It's all just beyond reason. The team has even been ahead of all the deadlines. All the boxes were ticked from both sides.
How do you not know the error in all of your submissions? Do I pay you for being ignorant of what's going on under your nose? You were the head of the development team. The same team that made a mess of things and cost me a fortune. And now you say that you didn't see a blunder that was made under your own supervision? It's unprofessional and unacceptable. I can apologize for everything other than my ignorance towards my work, sir. I have never left a hair undone with even a single project. And I don't know how this calamity fell upon us. But rest assured, I'll be at this office early tomorrow. I'll check their feedback and find out the reason for this abrupt denial. Hopefully, I will get them back on track with us. I've had enough of you. No need for you to come tomorrow morning. I'll handle the things myself from now on.
What do you mean, sir? I don't understand. I have to be there. It's my job.
It's no longer your job, man. I wish I didn't have to do this over the phone. But in the light of all that you've costed me today, you're fired, Brooks. You'll be sent the official papers by tomorrow.
But it's not fair, sir. I know it was a big project. You still have to give me a chance. I know I can make this right. Just let me come tomorrow. Please.
You either take me for an idiot, or even worse, you are an extremely stupid person yourself. I run a high-end business. I do not have time to give second chances to people. You're lucky I allowed you the privilege of my words. Although you don't deserve any.
I have worked hard for every penny you've ever given me. I worked this job with all my heart for 5 years. I have made the ends meet for your sake in the past. You know I can handle this too. At least show me the client feedback. I deserve to know what I did wrong. Don't just kick me out like that.
You deserve even worse. Look at yourself, begging for a job you can't do well. You should be ashamed of yourself. And enough with your laments of the past. You know you were just my employee, and you had to work hard every day to show your worth to me. The worth that has now gone stale. And I don't like professional odors like that near my office. So don't even try to show your face here again.
I heard what happened. Everyone at the office is still in shock too.
Finally, a reply. Where have you been? I've been texting you for days now, and you didn't even show up at the apartment. I needed you so bad.
I've just been a lot busier. You know, Brooks, I can't always babysit you. I wish I could, but I can't.
I don't think this is the way to talk to someone you love when they are in pain. You don't know the half of what I went through, and why I had to go through it. I wasn't even shown the feedback of the client. Wasn't even allowed in the building. Just thrown away. Just like that. Fired. It's not fair.
I understand your pain, Brooks. But everyone's had their own baggage too. You have to understand that too.
How can you be so indifferent to whatever happened to me, knowing what I was going through? You didn't even leave me a single reply. And now when you come back, you justify your ignorance of my pain.
It's work, Brooks. We are all occupied with the project. It's a very tense situation in the office.
Wait. What did you just say? Did you just say project? How am I suddenly sitting in my office without any business or even a single small project whatsoever? This is what Collins texted me that day. How on earth is it possible for him to get the team busy on something when he was robbed dry of projects just 2 days ago? Unless he never lost the projects. And unless he never lost a client, he blamed me for losing. But why did he fire me then? What could have been the reason? And why did he hide it?
I didn't expect it to happen soon, but it's good to see you catching up. Though, you still failed to observe that he didn't fire me, even though I was the main dev on that project. Equally as eligible for blame as you. All I got was your position.
What are you talking about? What do you mean?
I mean that you're a dummy. God, you're so stupid you can't get a single clue. He fired you because I wanted him to do so. Enough of this act now. I am not your girlfriend anymore. Your use for me is finished. Was that so hard to read, you idiot? I didn't even talk to you since you've been fired. Not a single consolation. And you still think that I love you? I love Collins. He is more of a man than you'll ever be. We are together now, and we don't think you should be in that office. That's it.
No! Eva, please no. I can't bear it. First a job, and now you? What have I ever done wrong for you? Is this how you pay me back? For my love and sincerity?
Honestly, The flow of things was quite different. It wasn't the office and then me that you lost. It was me first, and then I got you kicked out of the office. And yeah, simps like you should be dealt with like that. Kicked to the curb is what you deserve. And I bet even my insult would be a turn-on for you, given how well you beg.
Behave yourself now, Eva. I'm anything but a beggar. It's filthy enough to cheat on your boyfriend, even filthier to brag about it. I have not done a single bad thing to you. I got you in the office. You had your job because of me. I even got you promoted through my recommendations. I'll never forget what you did to me. This is how you answer to goodness and love? I am ashamed that I ever shared a relationship with you.
With me or without, you are a full package of failures. I was just using you as my stepping stone. This is what all your worth counted to. A bloody stone for me to step on. Nothing more. I climbed over you, and now I am the girlfriend of your superior. And I got you fired straight away. Do you see how much power I have over you, loser? Now go and cry somewhere else.
As far as I know, Eva, you're not anyone's superior. You're just a whore. Remember that. Bye. Hey Brooks, man. How are you doing now?
Better than before, my man. I've been facing an existential crisis lately.
It's been hard.
I understand, man. Such things happen to all of us. Just hold on. Whatever it is, it will pass.
Yeah, it will. Anyways, thanks for looking out for me all these days. I am thankful for having such a friend like you. Don't worry about it, my man. I owed it to all the good times we had. Can't leave my own friend alone in the darkness. I would have left the job myself, man, if not for my tight financial situation. I hope you understand.
I understand, man. Though, you texted early today.
Aren't you at work right now? Yeah, the work. About that, there's been a pickle. That big project, we have not been able to make any progress ahead of your milestones. If anything, I think the team has even ruined some part of the already done work. Thanks to the bad direction from above, we need help. I need help. I think there are a lot of good business developers out there in the market. Though I don't want any good to happen for Collins, I still can't see you in trouble. Wait, I'll recommend some names and contacts. We've tried all those professionals already, so you can spare me the names on your list. They kind of want the main man himself. Only your hands and mine would do, Brooks. What? You can be serious, my man. Yes, I am serious, Brooks. They want you there. Back in the office with a job? No, just for this one project, my man. They want you to see it through. The clients themselves, they are pretty mad after they got to know that the main man in development team is fired. Right now, we don't have many options. We need you. Please help us complete this. It will be a huge loss for the company. A project as huge as this can cause a lot of damage to the company's reputation if it goes down. Do you even hear yourself right now? How can you come to advocate for them before me? After whatever they did to me, it's a clear no from my side. And don't even ask me again, man. You really want to know why I am here? Why do I have to advocate for them before you? It's because that bitch gave me an ultimatum. That I either convince you, or I am fired from the job. They know I am your good friend, and they know I need the job. Please, Brooks. I have always been a good friend to you. I am asking you this one favor. Please don't say no to me. I never imagined that I can be this cynical. Collins has really lost his head to that slut. But you, calm down now. I can never let your position be harmed. Even if it takes me to do a project for these scums. Just tell Collins to text me himself. If he wants my service, and that'll do. Thank you, Brooks. I will always remember this favor of yours. I'll tell him to text you straight away. This is all you will need to complete the project. Update me when you're done with it.
Well, well. If it isn't my late boss, acting like he is still my boss. I know very well what I'll need for the project. I bloody made it to what it is now. Although, you seem to be unaware of what you need to do
To get me to do this project. And what is it about now? Can't you just quit crying and get over with it already? We don't have enough time for your blabbering. Who's crying over anything? Moreover, if someone here needs to get over something, it would be you. You're not my boss anymore. Stop acting like it. If you want me to do you a good one, ask properly. Hey Brooks, I need you to help me on the given project. Will you be good enough to help me? Was this plea good enough for you? Or does your insecurity require more courtesy? I told you to ask properly. And in a trade, a proper way to ask for a service is by making a transaction first. Not with words, with actual currency. Damn it! How dare you! You're so far beyond the line right now, Brooks. You do know what happens to your friend's job if you keep this up. Yeah, I do. I also happen to know the amount of loss the company will bear if you fail to deliver this one. More than that, I also know that the clients want me to handle the project. So, it's better to pay me 1/3 of what you're getting for the project than losing all with your failure without me. Moreover, think about your professional future if you fail to deliver a project so famous and huge. I knew you were a selfish brat from the get-go. If only I hadn't needed you so bad, I would have made you pay for this behavior. Either you pay up, or go away. I won't do you a single favor without a payment. Okay, just do it. I am sending the amount to your account now. Verify it and start on the project today. The final deadline is Saturday noon. Deliver it to me in the morning at noon so I can get the team to verify it before giving it to the client. Good. See you Saturday.
Hey, Simp. It's noon already, and you were supposed to deliver it in the morning. It's delivery time. Submit the project to me now.
Did you really need to text me? I mean, Collins can come get his project himself, can't he? You, on the other hand, should only focus on stuff you excel at, and that's roaring yourself out.
Shut up, wimp. As a matter of fact, I've been appointed a partner in business to Collins. So it's my project now too, as much as it is his. So deliver it already, please, and don't waste any more of my precious time. We're already late enough for the team verification of project because of your retardedness.
You don't need to get my project verified from a team that was unable to do it without me. All the source files are attached to it. Every challenge and demand has been catered to.
Look at our slave doing our bidding so well. Good boy. Don't worry. In time, I'll make you do more for me, and without any payments too. I'll make you a rug under my feet, and I am sure you'll love it. Goodbye. Don't forget to rub yourself over my insults.
We'll see about that. Good riddance for now.
You fucking moron. Is there no limit to your decorum? You had one task, and you scuffed it. The project was full of errors. How humiliated we were before the clients. God, your project made us look like imbeciles. Your incompetent ass cost us a fortune. Swine.
I can only imagine how humiliating that would have felt. By the way, do you still think those errors were made by mistake? I guess, for people who don't know how to read the source files, can't know that the whole project was mutilated on purpose.
What the fuck? You can't. You jeopardize our deal on purpose? You worthless piece of entrails. I'll make you pay for this. Keep this in mind. Collins will make you pay now.
As it stands, woman, I am the one making you pay. And on all's end, it seems. You've already paid me the 1/3 of what you were going to earn. And now you won't even earn as much as you paid me. Moreover, now that you're a partner in business, you'll be equally affected by the losses. At last, you people get what you deserve.
Bloody hell! You cannot even imagine what's coming for you. Collins will rip you apart, you maggot.
Oh, but I think I do see what's coming. A shitload of trash talking, that is. Forgive me for asking, but who's the rug now? How does it feel to be crushed under my feet? How are your breaths? Is it getting difficult to breathe? Don't worry about that, though. Your whole life is going on a ventilator soon. I have never seen a person as manipulative as you. Scums like you should not even be in business. People like you should not be in business. Now you know well how it feels to be looked upon. Though, unlike me, you deserve it. But don't worry. You may be thinking that you've gotten off easy, yet I am going to make you pay now. Your friend is going to get fired, and you're going to be sued in court for intentionally jeopardizing a deal between us. I have made all the preparations. See you in court, you dog. What job? Haven't you been to your office? He already resigned, and his resignation letter awaits you on your table. What? That scum doesn't have the guts to quit even if it were on his life. Stop daydreaming. That ruse of his finances is still on my hand. No, it's not. I gave him the money you paid for the job. So made you cut the ruse while you thought you'd tighten it. Checkmate. On another hand, the money you paid me was paid as dues clearance. That means, officially, you never gave me any money for this project. All you gave me was for already remaining dues. Moreover, the contract with clients has your signatures on it. And now Eva's too. The courts will hold you accountable, not me. Do you really think this makes a case against me? Really, man? You really are retarded at everything you do. You really deserve to fail. To hell with you and your games. You will pay for the damages you have done to us. I'll make sure of that. You tried to make sure about a lot of other things. And did they happen? First, manage dealing with your crashing business and the poverty that awaits you like a demon. Then maybe tried to make me pay. Until then, burn. Good riddance. I don't understand.
There are multiple verifications before a project is delivered to the client. How did your project pass all of these verifications unnoticed?
David, my friend, I was the head of all developments in that same company. I know the details of work and the procedures of the office. First of all, the landmines I set in the project are so sharp, they can't be seen by even a senior dev. Secondly, I gave them the project so late that it couldn't have been verified by the team. It was delivered as it is.
Thanks, man. Only you could have seen the way out. They'd have continued manipulating me in the future too. Had you done them this favor?
I can't be grateful enough for the money too. You bought me my freedom. Thanks for everything. You were close to losing a job just for being a friend of mine. I owed you this much, so that money is all yours. As for me, revenge has been enough.
Eva was devastated after she had to pay up half the fine. Under debt and out of a professional career, she lived the rest of her life in shame and utter poverty. She tried to make amends with Brooks again, but he rejected her straight away. Collins was financially sunk. His firm went out of business and any sort of respect it had in the past years because he had little money left to continue any business. He went on to become an employee for a low-end company with low salary. Brooks, as learned and intelligent as he was, got along easily. He and David opened up a newer firm that flourished well under their supervision. He married 3 years later with a pretty and loyal woman.